And now we give the definition like this. We suppose also let the A and B is also the two convex. We call subset of E. This one. Then we say that the hyperplane H equal to alpha like this separates strictly A and B. In this case, if you have this condition, that means that you are here for f of x might be greater than alpha minus epsilon, and f for y, yes, for all x which is in the limit of a, if for ls is greater than alpha plus y, this one minus plus for this one, if you have this condition for all x plus epsilon for all x is also in B. You saw that this one is there exists this kind of epsilon positive such that you have this condition. Then we say that this hyperplane separate certainly the two convex. There exists a integer, not integer, a real number which is not negative, such that you have this condition. So I'll give you some properties contained, which is very important also in mathematical analysis concerning the Hahn-Banach theorem. We call this kind of theorem the second form, the first form, for the first geometric form of Hahn-Banach theorem and the second geometric form of the Hahn-Banach theorem. I'll do first of all the first geometric form. Of the theorem of Hahn-Banach. This kind of formula. The fact that I'll give you also after the second geometric form of this kind of theorem of Hahn-Banach theorem. The first one says state that we consider A, B, two convex, non-empty, two convex non-empty, and disjoint. You suppose take A, two convex empty. The convex, this one is the convex in your Banach space. Also, this one, such that one of them is open. Then you have this main properties. So I repeat again, when you have two convex in E, not empty, disjoint, such that one of them, A or B, is open, then you have this one. Then there exists an hyperplane like this, which separate A and B, not necessarily strictly. You have this one. It's a very good property because I will tell you after some application in this kind of theorem, the first geometric form of Hahn-Banach theorem, and also the second domain form of Hilbert theorem. I'll tell you many applications in this kind of theory. So here usually in this condition, there is in which any couple which separate A, we separate A and B. This one. They prove very easy. For the proof, I'll give you a sketch of the proof. You will see. We suppose that A is open. We suppose that A is open in this case. So we put, let's set like this, C A minus B. In this condition, A, B, convex, non-empty, they are disjoint, and one of them is open. We suppose that A is open, and you put like this. And this C can be written like this. It is a union of A minus B, such that you have this condition. What is this? I can write it like this. When B in B is kind of, that means that A minus B is just the image like this minus B of A, where this one is exactly the translation, the translation of the transform, which is in the homomorphism of vector of topological space. This one. So you know already, I told you at the beginning of the course that any homomorphism concept what any topological structures. So if A is open, the image by the homomorphism is also open. If A is closed, the image by any homomorphism is also closed. That means that this one is open because A is open. This one is the translation by in the homomorphism of open set. This one is open. You know already that the union, the arbitrary union of open is necessarily open. Then C is open. Okay, you use this kind of function to prove our result. Okay, C, then C is open. Then C is open. And also, 0 is not an element of C because the intersection of P is empty. If 0 in C, that means that there exists an element of E and B which we are equal. Then the intersection can be not empty. So this one necessarily. And the corollaries we prove the last time says that there exists a linear map which is an element of linear map, linear on the dual map, the continuous linear map, which is called the dual topological dual F in this one, such that the F of X must be less than F of F0. Here in the case, that means they have this one of F of C. When C, the element of C, and 0 here, which is not contained in this one, you use just the last corollary you prove the last time, this condition. Then, from here, that means that your F of X is less than F of this kind of function. And if you can this kind of function, you can prove that there exists, you can prove that there exists some alpha, say that you can use this condition. you can get alpha in R, say that alpha is something like this. This one, the infimum of f of this one, the of x is here, where x this one, and bigger than the supremum of f of y. You have this condition, this thing. And from here, that means that the resist, the paper will separate the two conditions. Then the I pattern, which is equal to alpha, separate A and B. Okay, that's what the proof, just in the proof of the first geometric form of Harman theorem. Very simple. I have to remember that C is open and non-contained 0. In our corollary, we put the last time, we suppose that this one x0 is not inside. It's C. C is convex, which is open. You can also travel to prove that C is A minus B is convex. And to prove it is very simple. So if I use the fact that A and B are convex, then C is necessarily convex.